On my way home, I forgot to get. I had lots of time this morning. I got to the barn at 8:45, and it was freezing rain and just ice everywhere. It was just a miserable day. I didn't do a whole lot, but answer emails, make some phone calls, and try to map out my weekend into the start of next week. I had to make my way over to the Meadows today, so I did have time to give you a middle of the week, most weeks, especially if we're not super busy. I'll just give everybody a rundown of everything, A to Z, regardless of age in the barn, or the way it's sorted here is actually by age. My apologies. But I will give you an update, the Meadows today. First, this is not very long. We have one horse, right? Make my way over here today. Looks like Money's the favorite, and he's got a good chance to win. The problem is he's got middle of the gate. He likes to be at the Meadows. Remember, the gate staggered a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7 would be a great place for him to leave. You start getting in close to the rail, he's a little more flat-footed coming off the car. He doesn't scream off the gate. You see that quarter in 27-1 last week. Once you get him in high gear, he can rattle. But you got to watch yourself too. I can see you can put him on the run if you really thought you just pitch the lines at him and let him roll out of there. You do got to watch him a little bit. And I know that the two beside me, Aaron Merriman wasn't there for the first 4 races, so you get Jeremy Indoff now driving around Burke's horse. You have Hunter Myers, whose horse is a good horse also, leaving outside of him. And then on the inside you have Dave also. I didn't know how it would play out. If I could leave enough to hold position, I'd find my way to the front. But it didn't take very long, only mere feet out of the gate, and I knew that Jeremy was probably going to get out ahead of me. Dave was getting out ahead of me. The 6 horse looped us off the car. Winsong Patriot, he can leave fast. Now, I felt that my biggest danger was Hunter Myers. So I'm trying to figure out where he's going to get away. As soon as I stay in the middle, and as soon as he starts to get in behind me, that's good. I got him settled. Now the bigger problem is about to arise. I'm going to have to tow him up into the race. Now, I tell you guys all the time, confidence with horses especially, and with humans. I got beat up last night, right? I didn't have a good night. I put, for all intents and purposes, I put at least 2 horses on the run. Mountains for All, yeah, he put a step in and run. That's my job to know that. That's my responsibility. And running over the wheel, obviously, is mine, and I give you a good reason for that, but it's still fresh in my memory. It happened. I was going into last night with 4 favorites. And all of that culminated in a 3rd place finish. So I get away 4th, not where I want to be. I'm going to have to be first over. Hunter's not stupid. He's going to have me on the move as early as I can. Jeremy's getting stretched, getting to the lead. I know the move. You got to come. As soon as they come out of the first turn, you got to come. I hesitate for a second because their voice inside me, it was right there on the front of my brain saying, you go ahead, but if you get parked, it's not going to bode well with a lot of people, you being one of them. And until I came to the outside and let him sail, it was a coin flip, right? If it looks like Money can't get me there at the exact speed and timing he did, it would have been simple for Jeremy just to sit up and leave me out. Now, would he have done that? Would he have starched his horse, gassed him getting to the front, and then parked the only horse in the race that really, well, I guess Hunter's horse, but the favorite, there. It's the easiest way to put it. The easy answer is no. This horse racing, not always easy answers. So I made sure I came with the lights on and the horn blowing. I cleared to the front. As soon as I made front, I felt pretty good about the way the race was going to go. I was not worried about Jeremy or Winsong Patriot. I knew Hunter had to be first over. And in fact, if Dave comes out in front of him, I know Dave's horse can't trot the last turn very good. So if Dave comes out in front of Hunter, I'm home free. If he doesn't, I still think I'm a winner. And it looks like Money was vicious good today. He was very, very strong. Wrapped up winner going through the wire. I hope the Open keeps filling here. Somebody said to me the other day, we got to get him down to Miami Valley. Be careful what you wish for. There's no gimmies at Miami Valley. You try that 4th to first move in Miami Valley with a little power on the front end, you're going to be very unhappy with the outcome, I can tell you that. Just be happy. Horse is racing good. So it looks like money was great today. Oh, it's 5 minutes. I guess I can load the video. If you want to hear about a rundown for the entire barn, top to bottom, starting with AC/DC, I will give you that rundown in just a minute. Very happy with the way things have gone this week, minus yesterday, and it wasn't that the horses were bad. Cadeau, I think, was just tired. We will start him on Lasix next week. I would imagine. Century Legion is just a matter of equipment, and I don't think there'll be a problem with Century Legion next week. Who else do we race? Mounts for All, it's just a matter of having him tight, having him on his toes, and understanding also as a driver, be aware. Starting into the backstretch, you got to just wait. You can't just drop the hammer on him down the backstretch. You got to let him get going. And I think he will be just fine. I've lost my way here. I can't think of who the fourth horse was. Oh, Memory and Imagination. Well, Pete one of our clients just messaged me and said, I don't think he's as good on a half. Well, he's in race on a half for right now. I think he's fine where he is. The half-mile track had nothing to do with his race last night. He cornered well, he trotted well. It was just a deep track. That's it. Very similar horse to Irresistible Sun. Problem with Irresistible Sun is he's got a little more money made than Memory and Imagination, which means he has to move into the numbers at 8,000 at Northfield Park. And I'll tell you right now, there's a decent chance the numbers of 5, but not more than 8, doesn't fill. Keep in mind, there's 6 to 7 entries every week, and I know the horse that I believe one of the horses is out of that class now that was in there yesterday. So it's not an easy class to fill. So we're not just going to move the horses around whenever. He's at Northfield for right now. I like where he's at. I like what he's done. You know, we are going to find classes for these horses all year long. But he goes on a tear and gets up over 10 wins right away also. Gets a little trickier after that. I would imagine what you'll see is if we can get to the bottom of Irresistible Sun, what happened and what's going on with him, and mitigate that on a full-time basis. Memory and Imagination, Mounts for All. Those horses will likely make an appearance in Miami Valley sooner than later, I would imagine. At any point, the Open may not fill it at the Meadows. At any point, the numbers of 5 but 8 may not fill. Class may not fill that we want for Memory and Imagination in Northfield also. And at that point, we can hook onto the trailer and take a little drive down to, I believe it's Lebanon, Miami Valley. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I hope you had a good day. For us so far, it's a great start. I wasn't shocked, very happy. Wasn't shocked. It looks like money won. I was happy for me too. It was a tough night to go through. On the losing end of a 12-round fight, it felt like, this morning. And it wasn't a perfect day either. Got all the way there. Remember, I told you it was raining and I didn't get out of the car. Well, I got what I deserved. Got all the way to the Meadows and realized your driving bag is in Northfield Park. Now, luckily, I had a suit. I had mud boots and it was muddy. I had mud boots at the Meadows. Thankfully, I had long johns and a turtleneck here. I had to go up and buy winter gloves. I had glasses. You know what I didn't have? A helmet. 4 helmets in the Northfield Park office. 0 helmets in my car. So we look really close today. I'm driving an Eric Meadows helmet. Thank you very much, Eric, for that also. So now you are all, how did I rate? I turned one race into 9 minutes. Impressive. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. I am going to talk about all the horses in just a minute for you. For everybody else, a great start to our day. We get 3 or 4 coming up at Mohawk tonight. Good luck to all my partners. They got a ton of snow last night. Good luck.